We got a lot of building to do today. We're gonna build the final room inside of the skyscraper, and we're gonna do some things at the bottom floor. Let me fly to the tippy top. Last episode, ow, we made these. It's really hard to see from back here, but there is glass there. That's because we made barracks, which are right beneath my feet. We made barracks, and we are going to, in this episode, we are going to build the very last room, which is going to fill up this whole space. It's not going to feel like much. It's not really ever going to be used. Again, aesthetic. That's what we're going for, especially since there's clouds floating through. If I have a useful space that constantly has this, that will get annoying pretty fast. We need to come down here to the first floor, and there's been something that's been bugging me for a really long time, and we finally need to address it. Very early on when I built this base, I built this. This is like your, what did I call this? Like the lobby, basically. And we made this really cool staircase that lights up as you run up it. It looks like this. You see, it lights up. It lights up as you run up and down, which looks very cool, right? However, it does defy gravity a little bit because there is zero support. Now, I get it. It's the Star Wars universe. I could just make something up. But it does look a little out of place given the fact that this is Minecraft. I think we just need a couple supports that go underneath, like little archways or whatever that connect to the top. And I think if we can do that, this will look a little bit more uniform. We're going to be using, hopefully, all of these resources. Where did my crafting table go? I had a crafting table. Now, the structure of this, how is this going to work? I'm thinking we get brighter as we get to the center. So we'll start with, like, our blackstone, our dark blocks. And in the center, we'll have, you know, our nice shiny copper. So we need 3 supports, and I have to space them out accordingly. It's going to look like that. These are where our supports are going to go. Now comes the tricky part. Leveling this all out. Something like that. And we'll please, we will add more. Don't worry, it's not just that. We'll add some more. And then, what if we double it for these? Aha! I think that works out perfectly. Wait, hold on. Boom, boom. I think that, yes, that worked perfectly. We have 2 of each. Excellent. And then can we do 3 of each of these, or is that going to be a little too much? So like that. So we got 1, 2, and 3. Overall, that's not half bad. For a start, it's a start. Now I got to do that on this side. Okay, so now we have it on both sides, and already that looks significantly better. This actually looks a little bit more structurally sound, and not like I'm just, like this is all going to collapse. Now, we need to make this look a little prettier as well. So I'm wondering if we get some stairs to act as some initial arches. I think we're going to have to do something like that. Now, if we think semi-logically about this, we could go a tough stair. Okay, how does that look? Can we make that work? Alright, what do you think? It's hard to see. I understand it's getting dark outside. Perhaps we'll sleep so you can see this a little bit easier. But I filled in all the gaps. Sounded like one activated for a second there. Filled in all the gaps at the top, as you can see. In fact, we could do a little one of these. This is a really close-up zoom, so I apologize for that. But everything is filled in there, as you can see. And we have some stairs on each side. And overall, I think it looks not too bad. Not too bad. I mean, it's a little bit clunky, I know. But all of this copper will oxidize and match the rest that we have here on the floors. And overall, I think it looks pretty good. Yeah, I think it looks good. And now we have to get to the big thing of today. This was just a small detour, but now we have to do the big stuff. We need to do the top floor of my skyscraper, which is, boom, not the barracks, but the thing with the barracks is I'm going to be building some stairways that go here and straight up to the top. It's going to look really interesting, I think. So, let me build that first, and then gather some resources, and then you'll get to see what I'm thinking. I just put these in, little scaffolding, nothing super official, because this is supposed to almost feel like attic space, sort of. If you come up here, you will see that we reach this room. Now, this is not the top floor. I know what you're thinking. I just said we were going to build the top floor. And we are. But we have to get up there first. This room is literally going to be a stairwell. That's all this is going to be used for. It's a stairwell. I know that might sound really stupid, but trust me. I think I know what I'm doing. We'll find out. We're going to do a spiral staircase on each side, and I think it's going to look pretty cool. It's going to turn out something like this. We're going to alternate. We're going to go like this, and then we're going to go in one, and we're going to go in one, we're going to go in one, we're going to go in one. Like this. And then it's going to go up again. And it goes up in that type of pattern. And we're going to keep doing this till we reach the top. And then we're going to have these andesite slabs that go around. It's going to look a little strange at first, admittedly. But trust me. Trust me. Just this once. You get the idea. This is just going to continue to wrap up and around. And I think it should look pretty cool. I finished the staircase, but I need to collect some resources for the next part. So I'm not at my base if it wasn't obvious. I'm currently in a random cave. Surrounded by hostile mobs, apparently, which is not ideal. But I need andesite, because it is time to put the top on the base. The roof. The roof needs to go on, which means I need a lot of andesite. I didn't think I was going to need more andesite this season, but it turns out that I do. Hey there, buddy. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Okay, let me show you the stairwell that we got going right up here, and it looks, well, there's a cloud. Ignore the cloud. It looks like this. I think the pattern looks really cool. You could even fly under here if you really wanted to. And you could look straight up, and I'll show you what's at the top there. We go back. Ooh, not that way. Oh, there we go. Okay, there's no up or down stairwell. You could just choose which one you want to go up or down. You go all the way up these stairs here. If you get towards the top, you will see a lantern with some purple glass that I had left over from the enchanting room. And you come up here, and look. That's the top. We're 199 blocks above zero, which is crazy. And now it's time to do the thing that I have been waiting to do since I first started building this, and that is to put the roof on top. This we could do in a very quick time lapse. Very quick time lapse. We're going to put the andesite roof on. Here we go. Before we continue on the project that I'm currently working on, I do want to show you something really quick. We have to fly over to Liam's base again. Wait. I was just flying over here, and there's a random Mario. When did this get put here? This must have been like last night, because I was on the realm Was I on the realm last night? I don't remember. I think I was. There's a torch. Who built Mario? I mean, it looks really good. I mean, let's put it this way. There's only 2 people that would have built that. It's either Seth or Liam. I have no idea why Mario's here. But whoever built it, looks great. But actually, I wanted to show you something that Liam built that I'm certain that he built. And that is his nether portal. Oh my goodness. That thing looks awesome. A giant sword sticking up out of the earth. I've seen lots of concept arts like this on Instagram before. This is awesome. This is really awesome. We're going to have to connect his portal with everything else because if you look down here, if we actually go through, you'll see that it leads to nothing at the moment. Like in here, you're in a little confined box. You have to go through here, and then you get... Hi. You get to the tunnel. I think it's down that way that connects to everybody else's tunnels. So, yeah, he's kind of in the middle of nowhere. But we'll fix it. I just thought that looked really cool. Alright, time to go back to the base and continue working on stuff as we pass by Mario. Oh, something fun that I should share with you guys. I occasionally will do a community post on YouTube. Not very often, it's like every couple months I'll do one. They're usually quizzes or polls or something. And I just put up one where I asked everybody where they think I'm going to be building my base in 3S6. Like, what biome? Because I am giving you... Oh, man. I am giving you guys a little bit of a spoiler as to where my base is going to be next season. So if you haven't done... Oh. I forgot I put a roof on here. Hold on. We do have to start from the bottom. Oh, goodness me. You know what I've forgotten already? I was supposed to grab andesite while I was out there. I gotta go get some more of that now. Hello! I was not expecting to see you here. Don't mind if I do. Alright, let's get out of here. That was expert flying right there. I didn't take a single bit of damage. Alright, we're here at the top floor. And since we're here at the top floor, there's something that we have to do. We have to make a way to get to the very top of the tower, because we're going to put something up there. But we are also going to make, like, a disco floor. I know that doesn't make any sense whatsoever, but we are making a disco floor. So, it's going to be like a tiled floor, if that makes any sense. I don't know, I'm kind of winging this. But you'll see. You'll see what I mean with a dance floor. A little disco going on. This is going to be fun, I promise. Alright, this is the disco floor. This is the dance floor. It's not huge, but I think it does the trick. I think it looks pretty good overall. Almost looks like a kitchen floor. And the closest thing I could find to a disco ball is an amethyst block. I know I could use a beacon, but do I really want to use a beacon? Not really. That's a waste of resources. Hopefully that doesn't look really stupid. Okay, it kind of looks really stupid, but it's gonna stay that way. That's our disco ball! Woohoo! Alright. Well, that was kind of pathetic. We are now going to need to design some more of this place. So I'm thinking we stick with our theme of andesite and polished tuff. And we do some stuff with the sides here. Maybe add some pillars. Make this look more grand. But there's another thing that we have to do first. And that is right over here. This should be the front of our tower. That's the back of our tower. As I was saying, this should be the front of our tower, which it absolutely is. Wonderful. We need to make a ladder that takes us right to the top. And we have access to the roof. Wonderful. Now we need to liven this place up a little bit. Little bits and bobs here and there. Oh, we totally could have used a diamond block for our disco ball. Oh well. We'll add some pillars. Oh! Whoa! Where did you come from? guarantee you that this place is mob-proof. Ta-da! Wait, you can't see it. Hold on, let me help you out. There we go. Ta-da! It's a pillar. Alright, I gotta get rid of that. Alright, that's one pillar. Gotta do that 4 more times and add a little bit of lighting. I did it. Ta-da! You have pillars on each side with some lanterns behind them just to illuminate them a little bit more. A couple of lanterns scattered around here just so I don't have more mobs spawning, of course. We have our ladder that leads up to the roof, and we have our dance floor with our disco ball. Now, it's time for the important matter. Why did I put this here in the first place? I suppose I should explain what I'm using this for. Okay. So next episode, or maybe the episode after, there's going to be a giant antenna, a giant satellite dish that goes on the top of my base, just like the one in the movie. And it transmits things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my beacon on top of there so it actually looks like there's a green beam of light shooting out from the top. It should look pretty cool. However, there is something else. The beam there, the dish itself is meant to transmit things, right? And I don't actually have anything to transmit. There's no signals or anything that I need to be said. However, there are things that I can place in a receptor-looking thing. Let me just tell you. Jukebox. I can put music discs, which could represent, the Death Star plans, putting it inside a jukebox. We can display all of the different music discs that I have, and you can play it and dance around. And as you do, of course, the beam of light will be on. I don't know, something like that. So we need to get some leather in order to actually be able to do this. So I am off to spawn. Most of my music discs are here, on my raft. It's been a while. Oh, and there was one in there. Okay, and we have a jukebox, but I'm going to make a new jukebox so I can leave the current one there. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, that wasn't supposed to happen. Yeah, don't do that ever again. So we have music discs going along. Like so. I think that'll look pretty nice. And even if it doesn't, I don't care. As you can see here, I have all of my music discs on this side, but I can't fit them all. So I put some on this side too. And in case I get any more before the season ends, I have some spots there to fill as well. Now I removed the central piece here right beneath the disco ball so that we can place a jukebox. That way we can actually play them. So for example, let's see, which one do I want to do? We could just dance. We could dance on the disco floor. And the best part about this is, if you go up the ladder to the top floor, well, not the top floor, we are on the top floor, but if you come up to the roof, you can very clearly still hear it. Which is perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. And when you're all done, you just pop it out and you put it in the available slot. Wonderful, just like that. So I'd say this room is probably done. I don't really have anything else I want to add. I know I could add windows, but I like the feel of it without the windows. I think it looks pretty cool. Yeah, probably at least. Probably next episode, base will be done. That's bonkers. Now, before we sign off on this episode, I would like to check up on something that I have not looked into in a really long time. In this survival series, we have had a couple attempts of making shops. I've made the most shops. Seth has made a shop this season. Nathan, Liam, Josh, occasionally makes a shop. But it usually doesn't go super well because we don't have enough people on the realm. As a result, everyone just feels like they need to get everything themselves. And the things that other people are selling aren't necessarily in high demand. So what I want to do is just see, have we made any sales recently? Or even not recently? Have we made any sales at all? Deep Slate, nothing. Okay. Music discs. Aha. Okay. How about sand? Surely someone needed sand. No? Alright. Well, no one probably needed cobblestone, but, yeah. That's unfortunate. You see what I mean? I haven't checked this in months, and no sales. We could check Seth's. I bought something from him a while ago. I bought a totem. Yep, 2 totems. That was also at least several weeks ago. I think that was also a couple months ago. And he still hasn't seen it. Potions, he hasn't sold any. And his golden apples, he hasn't sold any. Yeah. Yeah, that's the problem with this realm. Not enough people, which means the shops are obsolete. And another thing that we haven't really used much on camera is the courthouse. Seth built this a long time ago. I don't think I ever filmed anything in here. We had 1 court case. We had 1 court case ever in which I was guilty of trying to kill Seth, except Seth was the judge, so it was a little bit biased. And I forget how it ended, but it was interesting. But that is all I have for you today. I'm just excited to see the base be done. I'm really excited to build a satellite dish. I've been waiting to do this since the very beginning of the season. So, please, stay tuned for that. You are not going to want to miss it. Alright, I'm going to stop talking now. Goodbye!